Hello, hello, my darlings. It's Aisling Mooney, Angel Intuitive Spiritual Business Mentor, here with your messages for the month of October. It's an interesting month with a few different angels dropping in to guide us, give us some guidance and some messages to support you in your life and your business this month. So, Archangel Uriel is the angel that is overseeing this month. In the alignment program, we're working with Raziel this month. So I'm going to talk about that later on in the month. The next video I do will be about Raziel. But, and that's about past lives and taking gifts from past lives and being able to bring them into this life and utilize them. So just I'm keeping that in mind. Archangel Uriel is the angel for insight, for ideas. So I'm up here a little bit, but this angel is also about intuition, so your gut instinct. So these ideas that come and you know intuitively, oh my God, this is a good idea. This is $1 million idea. This is the next thing I need to be doing in my business. So we're coming out of retrograde, so in the first week in October. So I'm hoping that for you that you've spent some time in reflection, you know, maybe some SHIT has come up and you've been healing that, you've been working through some stuff. And when we go into periods of quiet, we inevitably, well, I don't know, I do definitely, whenever I get quiet, the ideas start to come. My next steps start to get clearer. My intuition sharpens. When I take a step back, intuition kicks in and things seem a little bit sharper. So I'm guessing that's for all of us, that a good step back can help us to move forward. Sometimes it can feel like in your business that you're not moving forward, but actually it's like 2 steps forward, just 1 step back. So you are making progress, although it might be more gradual than we actually want. We want it now, but a business doesn't work like that. It can be a little bit of a back and forth dance, but we are making progress, even if we're making small steps ahead. So there's a big idea this month that is a money-making idea. So for any of you that don't know who I am, my name is Aisling Mooney. I'm an angel intuitive. I'm a spiritual business mentor. I help light workers to make money from their healing gifts, to finally get paid fairly and handsomely for their healing gifts, sharing that gift out to the world. And I'm also an angel intuitive, so I work with angels every single day. I bring that element into my business coaching. So this is a money-making idea. So there's a big intuitive hit. Watch out for your dreams this month, because Uriel loves to drop into your dreams and give you messages when you're at your quietest, when your mind is at the quietest and your body is in a deep sleep and healing place. Uriel and your angels love to drop in, especially around maybe 4 or 5 a.m. That seems to be the magical time when your angels can drop in. So I would say keep a little notebook beside your bed, or when you're on the bus. So, you know, if you're dreaming or you're in the car, you know, ideas might come. You can use your voicemail to just record messages, record ideas for yourself. But there is $1 million idea coming this month. So I am really excited to see what it is for me and excited to see what it is for you. So anything that's sparking, trust that this is something interesting. It might not be the full idea, but it's definitely the spark. It's definitely the start of something. So if you've been thinking, I don't know my life purpose, I don't know, I have this business, but I'm not getting some clarity about what my next steps are. I can't figure out this niche thing and how I should be doing, you know, which I don't totally agree with, how I should be doing this one thing. Or I don't know how to say what it is that I actually do with my clients, you know, what the healing transformation that I provide for them. So if you've been having all of those questions, there's a lot of clarity coming this month. So it is Archangel Uriel. Look at this card. the angel walking along holding the light. He's the hermit, he's the sage, he's the mentor. You might even decide to bring in a coach or a teacher this month, a new teacher or coach this month. You might decide to sign up for a new program that will support you with this, but there is definitely a new idea coming. I'm really, really excited about that. Straight in the first week of October, we have Uriel again, saying a sign from above. So physically ask your angels for signs. You know, I'm struggling, I need some help, I need to figure out what my next step is. Can you please give me a sign? And you can request what that sign is, or you can just, you know, ask your angels for a sign and assume that they're going to give you something unmistakable that you're not going to be able to ignore. So whatever, either way works. One person I read once years ago in a book, a person said, I asked the angels for a sign, and it had to be a pink elephant, which was a ridiculous sign. And she said later on that day, I was walking along the beach and a child walked towards me holding a balloon in the shape of a pink elephant. So she said, I took that as my sign. So, you know, you can ask. I don't tend to do that. I tend to say, give me a sign, let me know I'm on track. So I'm just thinking recently I was hosting a prayer circle, a healing circle, and I decided to head up to a sanctuary nearby here to do the healing from that place. And as I get into the car, I turned on the radio and it was Bon Jovi saying Living on a Prayer. And I was like, okay, I'm in the right place. When I got there was a big X in the sky from 2 trails. That was another sign for me that I was on track. I was where I was meant to be, right place, right time. So butterflies are another sign for me. Small coins, sometimes when I find them. Feathers are a sign, rainbows are a sign, different types of birds are different signs for me. So you can have your own signs. Butterflies are a sign that I absolutely love. Or you can ask for a specific sign. But watch out this week, you're going to get some signs about what your next steps are. This is really a business reading in the beginning. Then we jump into week 2 in October. We have Archangel Jeremiel, and the card reads, release yourself from resentment. So this means that, you know, you have these big ideas, this big idea steps in and you're like, oh my God, I know my next steps. I know what I need to do. And it's usually at that, before we take that big leap, that the universe pulls us back a little bit and just says, are you sure? And that can show up in resistance in ourselves. You know, you might get sick, so you can't go and do that live. You lose your voice, so you can't go and do the live, or one of your kids gets sick. A lot of the time for me, it was my kids. When I was just about to do something big, my kids would get sick, so I would have to forget about that and look after them for a while, or put things on pause. Or it can look like resistance. It can look like okay, you have this big idea and someone else comes in here like goes, really? Do you think that's going to work? Or what about if this went wrong, if that went wrong? And it's just treat that as a sign that you're on track and the universe is just helping you to be really strong and firm about your decision. So it's giving you a few pieces of resistance so that you can sort of push up against them and go, hey, I'm really sure about this. So just watch out for that, and you know that when that resistance comes, that's what it is, you know. So don't read too much into it. If you have a row with somebody, or or somebody really triggers you or pushes your buttons, go, oh, okay, that's the resistance. And that resistance is when you have this big idea, you're about to step outside of your comfort zone and do something completely new in your life. The resistance is, do you want to stay safe in that comfort zone, or are you really ready to step outside and do something different? So, just keep an eye out for that. And Jeremiel is the Akashic Records angel. So there's the resentment there is just a little bit of sort of everyday resistance that might come up for you. I don't think it's deeper. Usually when Jeremiel comes in, it can be about deep forgiveness work, but in this case, it doesn't feel like that. It feels more like just irritation, a bit of impatience, a bit of get out of my way and let me get started. But some people close to us are just trying to keep us a little bit safe and trying to make sure that we're on track. So, you really need to practice discernment here. Jump into your own heart and just ask yourself, am I on the right track? Is this the right mentor for me, the right coach? Is this the right path? You really need to, we can have these big ideas and take these big leaps, but we need to use our brain as well and use our discernment and make sure that that we're on track. So just watch out for that. Week 3 in October is Archangel Zadkiel. A tsunami of abundance is coming your way. I just love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. A surfer, you can see the waves, but there are waves in the back of this picture. I wanted it a joyful card. I wanted it to be like surfing the wave of abundance, and the idea of a tsunami coming. A tsunami comes and it is unstoppable. When a tsunami comes, there is literally there's nothing that can stand in the way of a tsunami. And that's the abundance and the blessings and the opportunities that are coming to you in week 3 of October. So something really special is going to happen. I don't know what that's going to look like for you or for me. It could come as a windfall. It could come as maybe winning a raffle or a lottery ticket, or maybe somebody pays for dinner, or somebody gifts you a training course for your business that you really love, or you jump into a program and that program immediately gives you clients, confidence, gives you some sort of training that helps you to bring in money almost immediately. It's really, really exciting. So, we need to open up for that. I'm being called to mention that in our business, we can say we're open for the money, but we need to really make sure that we're open for the money. Make sure you have a current PayPal account that's workable, a PayPal Me button, and maybe you're using a different modality if PayPal doesn't suit you. I use Stripe and PayPal. So just to have that combination, so people can pay me subscriptions, they can also pay me by credit card, they can pay me directly through PayPal. So it's like, have you got the systems in place that people can reach you? Have you got your diary link set up? So when somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, I want to book a call, you're not like, oh God, now I have to do this back and forth of availability. That no, you've already done that on your calendar and you can just send them your link. Yeah, great. Purchase your session and I'll send you the link and you can book a call with me. So it's like, what systems have you got in place to, like, it's like a lot of us, especially in business in the early days, the money is there. We're literally leaving money on the table. It's literally floating and the universe is trying to give it to us. We haven't set up systems in our business to receive it. We haven't got a big enough buy now button on our webpage. We have 3 steps for people to make a payment and change their minds along that way, before they actually click through and buy something. We don't have a system or a process in place that's streamlined and that's quick and fast. People are always saying to me how quickly I send them the payment link after they've said yes, because I realize that the transformation is in the payment. So as soon as clients have paid me for services or courses or programs, and the transformation begins for them. They can have windfalls, huge, massive insights and ahas, visitations from angels, make new friends, business connections. I've had people do a session with me and say, out of the blue, 2 new clients got referred. But it's like, once you make that payment, once your client makes that payment with you, it's in the transaction. The transformation is in the transaction. So I can't remember who said that. So that's not my saying, but I wish I knew who I said it. But the transformation is in the transaction. I think it might be James Wetmore. So there's something about that. There is money coming. You just need to make sure that you have set up the systems and the funnel so that that money can reach you and then open be ready for the ideas that are coming this month, that $1 million idea. You are literally laying the tracks for that $1 million idea this month. And then finally, we step into the last week of October, which is a beautiful card. This is Archangel Sandalphon, and it says your prayers are answered. So if you've been asking for something consistently over and over and over again in your life, it could be a health issue, it could be a relationship, send me my soulmate, it could be help me get clear on my clients, on my business goals, on the transformation I provide. So if you've been asking questions lately, asking for support, asking for guidance, this card is the wonderful Archangel Sandalphon that says your prayers are answered. So this final week in October just feels like there'll be, you know, it's all about ideas this month. So there will be a massive like aha of like, oh my God, I asked for this, and I asked for coaching support, and here is the coach. You know, the email arrives in your inbox, or something pops up. I want to learn how to read oracle cards, and of course pops up, and there's the perfect teacher there at the perfect price for you. Or I don't know, in life, you're, where are we in? Well, you wouldn't really be talking about schools, but let's say your kids want to start playing football, and you find the perfect coach the next day, like literally somebody. I'm just thinking of like an example for my son with school. We were going in one direction for school, and literally I was saying, I'm not sure about that. I think there might be some other options, but I didn't know what they were. The next day, my husband was in the supermarket, happened to, I don't know how the conversation came about, but mentioned that my son was going to this particular school because he wants to study languages. And this woman said, oh my God, my daughter did that. It was very difficult, but actually she changed and went to this other school, which has a more practical program, suits my son then to the ground, but it also teaches languages, and it's tourism. So literally, we got the answer the next day in the supermarket. So we went, had a look, saw the school, talked to my son about it. He was like, that's it, exactly. So your prayers are answered. So be open to how those prayers are going to be answered this month. But it's a really interesting, exciting, beautiful month, my darlings. I would love to hear your comments. So whenever you're watching this video, comment, let me know how this is resonating. What was your biggest aha? If you want to learn more about me, go to ashlingmooney.com. And if you go to ashlingmooney.com/free, you will get some free resources to help you in every area of your life and business. There's a few different things on that page. And if you need something, my 7 best resources for challenging times, you can go to ashlingmooney.com/box. That's my spiritual toolbox, all free. And you can get on my email list. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, just please click and subscribe, or follow me, or like, share this video if anybody needs to hear these words today. Loads of love. I will see you soon. Mind yourselves. Looking forward to hearing from you. Bye bye.